I've been asked what have I been doing for the last 4 years. I haven't been on television for 4 years. People say, what have I been doing? I actually retired. I still am retired. But to keep myself during my retirement in a manner to which I'm accustomed to, I have to work. It's a kind of Irish retirement. People say, what have I been doing over the last 4 years? Well, according to statisticians, over the last 4 years, as an average person, I sleep an average of 8 hours every night. Now, 8 hours over a period of 4 years, that's 16 months. Cooking and eating takes up 3 hours every day, so that's 6 months. Telephoning people 3 hours a day, that's another 6 months. According to statisticians, as a city dweller, I probably spend 3 hours every day slowly maneuvering through traffic jams. So there's another 3 months. Time spent bathing over a 4-year period is 2 months. Shaving is another 2 months. Time spent on the lavatory, 3 months. Not all in one go. So that means I get up in the morning, shave, go to the kitchen, eat, make a few phone calls, get in a traffic jam, come home, have a crap and go to bed. What else has changed over the last 4 years? I've changed. I'm 4 years older. I don't actually... Some people do object to getting old. I don't. Not when you consider the alternative. It really is. I mean, it really is my ambition just to get old. I just want to get old. I just want to get older and older and older and older. I actually want to get my telegram from the Queen and keep going. It's my ambition to be able to look back on my old age. And in this aging process, as we age, we all have a kind of a different, totally different attitude to what we would call life expectancy, the years in life expectancy. I mean, when you're in your teens, aging has got nothing to do with you. Aging has got to do with other people, old people. Old people get aged. And then when you're 20, you kind of think, if I live to be 40, I'll be happy. 40 to 20-year-old is ancient. Decay. Christ, I'd rather be dead than 40. And then when you're 30, you're thinking, geez, 40? Surely I'm entitled to live a few more years than 40. How about 55? Go on, how about 55? Give me 55. I'll be happy with 55. You get to 55, 75, 75! You get to 75, you think, shit, 76, please God, 76! Then when you're 83, it makes no difference because you've gone. You're into a second childhood thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to be an engine driver. And then there's all those arseholes. You ever come to those arseholes who say things like, I never want to be old. I don't want to grow old. They're always around kind of 30, 33 years of age. I never want to grow old. I never want to reach a situation where I'm totally helpless, incapable of taking care of myself. Totally dependent on other people. I don't want to reach that stage. I'd kill myself first. Crap. Because by the time they get to that point, they're a bit gaga. They know they want to kill somebody, but they can't remember who it is. One of the things, increasingly, I'm a member of the older generation, is that we envy the young. I don't envy the young, their youth, or their future. What I envy in the young, it's their energy. I mean, we older generation, we try to conserve our energy. They waste it. I walk up the stairs, people go... I carefully descend stairs. The bloody mountain goat gone by me. It's rather like being somebody with limited spending, watching somebody who's got an open checkbook. And the whole thing, I don't mind them having the energy. They don't know how to use it. That's the trouble. They have all that energy, but they don't know how to use it. I know how to use it. I don't have it. They have this extraordinary ability to burn the candle at both ends. Have the capability of staying up all night. Not to mention the sexual prowess, which is the same thing, I suppose. The powers of recuperation. I mean, when you get old, you begin to notice their powers of recuperation are enormous. I mean, I go out in the booze. It takes me 3 or 4 days to get over it now. Walking around with blinding headaches, amnesia, nausea, appetite's gone. Bloody tadpoles running in front of my eyes. The young, totally different. They'll hammer 14 pints into themselves. Whack! In one go. Spend 3 hours in a discotheque, jumping up and down. Another hour trying to tell this female that the man that's standing in front of her, this hulk with pimples, pissed out of his mind, is Adonis. They'll get home, they'll spend an hour and a half with their head in the bowl, vomiting. 2 hours sleep, they're up, down into the kitchen. Where's the food? And they'll sit there, and half an hour they're going through a box of Crispies, a loaf of bread, pint and a half of milk, 6 eggs and a pound of bacon. They sit there finishing up, scratching themselves, belching, farting, saying, when's lunch? Not only in the aging process, interesting, not only psychologically what actually happens as we age, we ourselves age, we tend to protect ourselves from the aging process by seeing ourselves in a different age. And this happens to us all. We all see ourselves in the age where we feel most suited. I walk down the road, I think to myself, maybe 30. That's how I think, 30. I'm going down the road swinging, 30-year-old. That's how I see myself. And then I see myself reflected in the shop window. And there's a moment of recognition, and I think, who's that old bastard over there? And one of the surest telltale signs of aging is your skin. Your skin losing what is called the elasticity of the skin, the stretch. When you're young, you have a tight-fitting skin. As you get older, it gets looser. Do you remember as a child? Do you remember as a child pulling the skin on the back of your hand? You pull it like that. Pull it right, let it go, whack! Straight back. I do that now, look. 8 bloody seconds. It's happening all over the body. It's like some great gravitational pull is on me. Everything's beginning to sag, everything. And the eyes sag, the jowls, the boobs, the belly, the bum, bloody kneecaps. It's all drooping. It's happening to us all. What is actually happening is your skin is losing its elasticity. That's what's actually happening. Skin actually is quite an interesting subject. Do you know that we all shed skin? Do you know that? Do you know that we shed skin? Each and every one of us, every man, woman, and child in the world shed skin. Over an hour, each and every one of us shed something like 10,000 minute scales of skin. Over a 3-day period, we shed 1 total layer of skin. This is fact. This is not makeup. This is fact. Do you know that something like 90% of the dust in the world is made up from dead human skin? How do you feel about that? You think you're dusting your house. You're not. You're just moving your grandmother around.